Yo, yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the party. And you were the first one, Couch Olivia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shreyas is two, Sakshaman is three. What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about programming, jobs, careers, freelancing, app development, web development, and everything in between. Nadir, what is up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, hey, we've got, what do we have? Instagram, we've got TikTok, and we've got YouTube. Welcome. Jippo C, first one here on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Today's topic is use this strategy to get $10K, $10,000 freelance JavaScript projects. Okay, let me say that again. Use this strategy, yet to be revealed, to get $10,000 freelance projects, freelance JavaScript projects, okay? $10,000 projects. We'll talk about that today. How to make $10,000 projects versus like $50 projects or working hourly for $10 an hour, okay? Do you believe that programming is for everyone? No, it's only for people who want to do it. I know people who have tried and hate it. I can't get my kids to program. I keep trying. And they keep saying, Dad, this is boring. But my daughter, she's writing books, like fiction books. She loves that. Just doesn't want to code. So is this live or pre-recorded? This is live. Live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Feel free to ask any programming questions that you might have, app development questions, or anything in between. My goal is to mentor and coach everybody, help them have success. So welcome, welcome to the party. Hey, what's mandatory to start learning programming? What are the base things that everyone must know, not programming language related? Well, you need to have a path, right? You need to know what you're getting into to get your first job. Are you going to build desktop apps, web apps, iPhone apps, things like that? And then you kind of work backwards from there. The programming language, the tools and things that you need to get there. I mean, soft skills are important too. You know, having a nice personality is going to help you get a job much easier than having a grouchy personality. Let's look over here on the TikTok. What are some good recommendations for APIs to use in iOS apps? Are you talking about for like learning projects? I mean, I really don't know. There's what I have my students do is, you know, when they ask that question, is go search for free APIs. What's most important when getting your first job is just having like one major project on GitHub that has some really nice code that interfaces with the APIs so you can walk an employer through your code. Let's see. You're asking me about machine learning models for APIs. I can't really give you any recommendations on that. So, all right. I'm learning GSAP and React. Do you think it's good to learn from online courses? That's one way to go about it. That's fine. I'm about to publish an Android app. Should I make it free or cost $1? Johnny Rocket 85. Johnny, there's so much that goes into that. Without diving into this, because I have whole entire episodes on that question, Johnny. Let me just tell you, the most important thing you could ever do for your app is treat it like a business. It is not an app, it's a business. You can prove out most businesses on paper and spreadsheets and doing manual work long before you write any code. Obviously, you have an app that you've written code for already, but the fact that you're asking about the monetization, all that at the end, would indicate to me that you didn't approach this in the most effective way. My recommendation to you, okay, is treat it like a business. Focus on acquiring customers and keeping them in your product. So you should have analytics in your product from day one. You should be measuring success rates. You don't write any more code, unless you are getting the results you're looking for. And if you're not, then you write some code to change things around. What I meant to say is don't write any new features until you figured out the core concept. So people are actually using your app. What do I think about the Java development kit 17? Is Java still good for getting a job? Yeah, Java's widely used. How long is too long when working on a project? I don't know what that means. Like, what kind of project? I don't know what project we're talking about. Which encryption is best for APK? I really have no idea. Is Redux sagas and thunks important? I don't um I don't know what those things mean. I know what Redux is. We use Redux. Um, but I don't know what sagas and thunks are. But again, I'm not coding every day in that. That would be Jason, our full stack web developer. I have a question. I am a university student, and they gave us C and Java and Python all in one semester, so I failed them all. And now I don't know what to start off with and how to start. That's very typical in university. Don't worry about it. I recommend what you do is you pick a career path you want to go down. Is that a web developer? Is that a software engineer, desktop, desktop developer, mobile developer? And then pick the technologies for that career path and learn that. If the university keeps throwing stuff at you, fine, do your homework, whatever, but create your own path and go that way. You're gonna have much more success. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. Is Dart language good in the recent time? Dart's great for Flutter for cross-platform mobile app developments. What are your thoughts on blockchain? Huge opportunities in blockchain, billions of dollars being poured into it. And I know some developers who make over $300,000 a year writing smart contracts with Solidity and on Ethereum. So huge opportunities there, especially with the Ethereum 2.0. Even more opportunities. So definitely worth looking into if you're interested in that space. Hey, yo, where am I from? I'm from Austin, Texas. Actually, that's wrong. I just moved to the Houston area. I'm in the Houston area now. I was in Austin like 3 weeks ago. As a programmer, must you remember all functions and keywords to say you know a language? Eventually, you'll get good at a language, and the fact that you're asking that question probably means that you have a little more time you need to spend on it. But like for me, I know programming very well. So when I go learn a new language, it's not hard for me to pick up. I pick it up in just a few days, right? Functions, methods, whatever, classes. There's a common denominator among programming languages that you just kind of figure out over time. The Django or Node, what is best for backend? They both do great things. Django does a lot more than Node. It's like the full package with templating, things like that. Node allows you to build backends with JavaScript. It's just up to you. Either they both do the same thing. Is it possible to get? Stop it! This Android phone is the worst. Just looking at the comments here. Is it possible to get a job as a vanilla JavaScript developer? I mean, not really. You typically have to know frameworks and stuff too. Let's see here. Oh, I got some questions in the question things. I already started learning Swift, but I want to make apps for iOS and Android. Should I change to learn a different language? You should not change. You should focus on one thing, get good at it, get paid to do it before you start learning a bunch of other things. iOS 15 beta release, any thoughts? I don't have any thoughts. I don't download the betas anymore. I don't play around with the new cutting edge technology because I've got too much going on. But you tell me. Are you familiar with the Essential Developer Program? Is it worth it? I don't know what that is. Which advice can you give to teams that want to start as freelancers? Freelancing is awesome. You just should know that freelancing, you're half entrepreneur, half programmer. Okay, you have to talk with clients. You have to set expectations. You have to manage projects and things like that. So just know that you can have huge success with it, but someone on your team is going to be taking phone calls, sending videos. Every day you're going to be sending out new proposals. You have to do that or you don't get paid. Okay, but there's huge rewards there. Which, by the way, that leads me to today's topic. Use this strategy to get $10,000 freelance JavaScript projects. So this is one of the strategies that I used to do. This is a strategy that I know others do. And it's how you can get $10,000 projects. And you can even do it on Upwork.com. What happens is a lot of developers come to me and they say, hey, Mark, I can't get paid on Upwork. Every job wants $10 an hour or $20 an hour, and it just goes on and on forever, and I'm stressed. And because there's a more effective way to do this. What you want to do, okay, is pick a niche. And today I'm going to talk about the $10,000 niche that I know works. So today we're going to talk about sells or landing pages or websites for a business. It's one of the top requested things on Upwork.com is somebody needs a website for their business. Sometimes they say WordPress. Sometimes they say Wix or Squarespace. They post different things, okay? Your job is to come in and sell this person on your package. And so here's your package. This is one path for $10,000, all right? It requires JavaScript. You need to know JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Next.js, okay, and Vercel. Vercel is a company that lets you host web applications very quickly. So you're going to use those tools, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and Next.js. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to go to all of these projects on Upwork that are looking for a website, and you're going to send a proposal. I'm going to read one to you right now that I found. A perfect example. Okay, this one says, listen here. Squarespace developer. Okay, first off, Squarespace is that self-hosted thing, $30 a month. You build your own website. Squarespace developer needed to revamp website and add online shop. So first off, Squarespace doesn't really require code, which I find interesting. So this person doesn't know what they're doing, but they have some money. They have a business. A lot of people that have businesses have money. Okay, and then I'm looking here. So Squarespace developer needed to revamp website. I need your help to update my existing website and add an online shop for my growing business. He's growing. He or she is growing. They're making money. Looking for someone with experience building websites for creative businesses and designing visually appealing landing pages and other pages to showcase my business and get ready for market. Okay, they're thinking Squarespace. That's all they know. They don't know what they're doing. Most clients don't know what they're doing. So here is what I would do in this very particular project. I'm going to send a Loom video, loom.com. It's free. And I'm going to say, what is this person's name? This person's name does not show it here. We'll just call this person John. Hey, John, my name's Mark. I'm actually an experienced developer, but not just for code and websites. What I actually do is I specialize in small businesses in helping them rapidly deploy their websites and including tools such as contact information, email systems, Stripe checkout where people can actually buy from your website, mobile functionality so people can actually buy it straight through the mobile apps. That's iOS and Android support. And I make these platforms SEO friendly so you get more discoverability on websites. Not only that, your website will perform highly on the Google speed ranking because it's a known fact that on Google, if you're not ranking quickly, you can actually lose sales to competitors. I build all of these things out and usually have it done in a 72-hour window. It comes with support and a whole bunch of other things. I'd like to help you enhance your business. I don't just write code. I actually help small business owners get the tools they need for long-term success. So you're not wasting thousands of dollars on different systems. So John, I'd love to set up a call with you. Just get back to me and I'll give you a link to my calendar, or better yet, for those you're watching, I would put my calendar in there so they could schedule directly with me. So just click that link to schedule with me. I'd love to talk more about your project and help you have a successful business, because I know, being a business owner myself, that it's so incredibly important to have the right tools and systems you need up front so you can have success. Please get back to me as soon as possible. All right. That's what I would do. Then when I have that first phone call, I'm going to explain my development process and package first off, I'm going to listen to this person, figure out what they need. Okay. They're saying Squarespace, but that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm going to deliver something completely different. I'm going to deliver my niche, my skill set. They don't know what they need. I know how to help them have success. That's my job. So on the first call, I'm going to listen to what the client needs and then say, okay, this is great. So I'm going to build this and this for you. And then you're going to be able to, as we're going through the process, you're going to be able to see actual previews of the build. You'll be able to click things and see the updates and mobile optimize, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to explain the whole process. Okay. I'm going to say, okay. And then John's going to be like, hey, this sounds great. So like, how does it work? Is it hourly, whatever? So here's how it works, John. So I charge $10,000 for this package. and it comes with 3 months of support, and it comes with this and that and this and that. And John's going to say, okay, wow, I was, budgeting like a maximum of like $3,000 or $5,000. It's like, that's fine. And, I'm not the cheapest option, John. I just guarantee my result. I guarantee you're going to get what you want. I work with you as a business owner, hand in hand. We're going to have phone calls. We're going to make sure the things that you want actually get into the product. And I'm going to help you to have success. Because the alternative, John, is that you hire somebody hourly or somebody in some other country that can do it for really cheap, and they're going to do what you tell them to do. Now, John, are you an expert at HTML, CSS, and websites? No, I'm not an expert. Like, that's why I'm going for help. Okay, right. So these people, they're just going to write code for you. So you have to be the engineering manager. I'm taking that away from you. I will not only do the engineering, I will make sure the product is what you want it to be, that your products are actually having success, that we've got your data analytics and all the things you need. Whereas other developers are just going to keep working by the hour. They're going to put in whatever you want, whatever you say. But if you don't have experience in technology, what are you telling the engineer to do? They're just going to keep coding, and that bill's going to go up. So I'm actually going to save you money, and I'm going to give you the confidence you need to have success. And what I do is I charge $5,000 retainer upfront, and then upon completion, at the end of the 5 days, I will invoice you for the final amount of $5,000. And if you like, we actually have I have a package where for $200 a month for 6 months, I will implement extra updates and changes for you. And I'll probably have some terms for that. And then you can be up and running. This week, you could be up and running with your business and your website with no headaches. What do you think, John? And then we'll talk through it. Okay? This is how you close $10,000 deals. And you would build this all with JavaScript, React, and Next.js. Okay, Next allows you to build the landing pages, allows you to get the business information on there, all kinds of tools and components and things like that. That's one way to approach it. You could do the exact same thing with WordPress or Shopify, things like that. I know a lot of you are asking questions. I won't be able to scroll past them all here. So I'm just going to answer the ones that are bumping up to the top here. Let's see. You look tired, man. Is everything okay? Do I look tired? No, it's just a shadow on YouTube. It's making me look dramatic. How useful is regex for web development? Didn't you ask that exact same question yesterday? It's very useful. I started to learn programming a couple of weeks ago. What else do I need to learn apart from HTML, CSS? Yeah, JavaScript, React. That's if you want to become a front-end web developer. Sir, I have a question. I am studying Dart language now. Do you think it's good, and can I find a job as a junior developer? No, there's not really jobs for Dart and Flutter. That's good for freelancing, not for full-time jobs. If you want a full-time job, learn native app development with Swift and iOS or Kotlin and Android. Okay, I'm now putting you on timeout, Mirren Gamer, because we have a rule here that no one's allowed to keep posting the same messages over and over. Okay, let's see here. Say about teaming up and build a convincible startup. Also say about what? Bifurcation. I don't even know what that means. Are we making up words here? Please answer me. I'm a new programmer. Best advice, please. Code every single day, 2 to 3 hours a day. Pick the technologies for the job that you want. Too many people learn random things. They're like, I'm going to learn JavaScript or Python because everyone says that's where I should start. Well, maybe you should start there. But what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a desktop engineer? If you want to build desktop apps, you could learn C# and .NET. Like, pick the thing that you want to do, then work backwards from there. Like, that's how I live my life. I live my life by this model. All the successes I've ever had is I pick my goal and then I break it down and work backwards. I don't ever just learn random things to learn random things. That's what they do at college. They teach random things for the purposes of random reasons. Like, pick what you want, break it down, learn those things, and then you learn more things along the way. Okay? I'm not a coder, but want to learn SEO. What's the best way to learn SEO? Well, if we're talking about search engine optimization for your product, there's a lot of things you can search online, has a lot to do with the content, publishing more content, things like that. If you want to start your own SEO business, you can go really in-depth and advanced. I mean, all this stuff's available on the internet. But all I have to say is SEO is not what it was 10 years ago. Okay. Today, it's all about having real products and real content, and it's very hard to hack the system. It's very hard to link and hack the system and get your SEO up. The more of a valid product you have, a valid website with valid people visiting it, the better it's going to do. Like, there's no hacks these days, really. Like, there's no cheating the system. It's very difficult, and it's all about having just a stalwart business. Is it really needed to use methodologies such as Scrum or XP in freelance projects? Not necessarily. It's just how you want to manage the project. Your job is to make the client happy and help them have success. And however you manage it on your team is however you manage it. Interviews are difficult to get jobs. Yeah, interviews are hard. But you keep trying and you get better at interviewing, and then eventually you land one. How to master JavaScript and make projects with HTML and CSS. Just build projects, write code, build something that you're interested in. You'll get better and you'll have success. I got hired for a React developer role and an Angular developer role. Which should I take? Whatever one you enjoy the most. They're both great. All right. What made you want to start this channel on educating? What keeps you motivated? So first off, I've been teaching people for a long time. Like I'm a natural teacher. That's what I do. I've been teaching the last 15, 20 years. I went on a 2-year mission for my church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I taught people for 2 years. Like, I live and breathe teaching. So that's what I do. But keep in mind, I get paid for this, right? This is my business. There's advertisements on YouTube. We have our DevSlopes Academy, which is our immersive coaching program. It's where myself and my team, we work with you one-on-one until you're a paid developer. We help you get freelancing projects, money in the bank. What other bootcamp do you know helps you make money, like in the bank? We do that. We help you make back whatever you spend to get into the DevSlopes Academy. So anyway, I love helping people. We have a business, though. This is what we do. We give out lots of awesome free information, and a few people who want help can come to us and get one-on-one help. A lot of people can do this on their own. They don't need like a program to help them. A lot of people do need a program, so it works out great for everybody. By the way, the DevSlopes Academy, we have a special promotion. So 2 times a year we have a promotion, and one of those times is happening right now. It's our 4th of July promotion. It's about getting financial independence, making $85,000 or $100,000 a year as a programmer. We have a very big discount right now. If you apply right now, before the 4th of July, if you apply, you can get a discount for the DevSlopes Academy. That's devslopes.com/apply. We will coach you and train you until you have a paid job. How cool is that? We will help you until you have a paid job. That's devslopes.com/apply. Okay. And we'll help you become a developer, paid developer. Someone says, I sent you a message on WhatsApp, but no one answers me. We get back to everybody. It's just we are growing very rapidly, and we get hundreds and hundreds of messages. So just be patient, and you can ping us again as well too. Is it possible to get salary of U.S. company through BTC? I can work remotely, but there's some restrictions. In the United States, companies don't like to pay with Bitcoin. Like it's starting to happen a little bit, like bonuses in Bitcoin and crypto. But unfortunately, the United States government penalizes companies for using crypto. Like, we get so many taxes, and you got to be real careful with that stuff. Like, if you, like, for instance, the United States, if you want to buy a house, for instance, banks won't let you use crypto. If you took Bitcoin and converted it to US dollars, like, they actually won't let you use it. Like, really nasty, mean things like that. So it's not very common. So which one do you prefer for fresher, MNC or startup? All right, MNC. You guys have been saying that a lot lately. Multinational company. I don't know. Salma, Amid, I need more practice. Well, good. Go practice. Is it bad to use React instead of Next? So Next uses React. Okay. I don't know what you're saying, but Next uses React. Can you tell more about the Academy? I just found you here. Yeah, DevSlopes Academy. is a 16-week, although it's getting a little bit longer because we're adding a lot of cool things to it, but it's a 16-week training program where we train you. We have it for iOS, for Android, and for web, but the most popular one is web. And we train you in the technologies you need to get a job, but you actually get graded projects by real programmers. We give you feedback, we coach you, we help you build your resume, your LinkedIn, and then we help you apply for the jobs. We actually help you get freelancing projects as well too. It's like having a coach and mentor or like an apprenticeship. We push you along the way. You can take it on your own schedule and at your own pace. You just have to put in 2 to 3 hours per day in order to do it. And then we coach you the rest of the way. And we have live meetups every single week. It's really awesome. devslopes.com/apply. It's the perfect kind of program for people who have full-time jobs and don't want to quit their jobs to go join a coding school. We can work around your job, which is really awesome. What's the worst and most useless language to learn as a web dev? I don't know. You know, things get old or antiquated, but nothing's really useless at the end of the day. I mean, I wouldn't, for instance, I wouldn't encourage any people to go learn PHP as their new first language, because I feel like it's not a feeling, it's true. It's, you know, it's old, it's antiquated, it's being used less in new projects. I would not encourage you to go learn jQuery. Yeah, you do need to learn it eventually if you're gonna be a web developer, but you can learn it along the way. Don't make it one of the things you focus on, because that too is becoming outdated. So try and focus on the newest but most stable technologies, you know, as the first things that you learn. That's what I would say. It sounds like DevSlopes Academy is for beginners. Well, it is for beginners. It's for people who want to learn to code and then get a full-time job. That's what it's for. Best language for Android apps, that's going to be Kotlin. Personally, from your own experience, do you have change any degree or just got a certificate? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I don't know. What can I do after the 30-day code challenge? Oh, by the way, our 30-day code challenge, today's the last day to sign up. Today's the last day to sign up, 30daycodechallenge.com. That's 30 days of intensive coding every single day for 30 days. We give you a coding mission. It's for absolute beginners, but we also have advanced missions for people who already know how to code. 30 days, you get a challenge. Every single day, you complete the coding challenge and you submit it. There's weekly coaching calls in there as well, too. You learn and you get coached and you do data structures and algorithms, and it gets more complex and more complex. And when you finish, you get a certificate. At the end of 30 days, you lose access to the program. That's the point. The whole point is for you to have success. You're forced to have success, forced to learn to code very fast. And if you're done with it, okay, if you complete the whole challenge, you will have the skills needed to do a lot of things. Like you could take on some freelance projects. If you're feeling ambitious, you could go join a boot camp. You could start building your own little apps, like, you know, JavaScript apps, things like that. We have it in JavaScript and Swift. It basically opens your doors for the future. Like you could join any boot camp, any program after you do this, because you're going to have a set of core skills. And if you do all the advanced challenges, you're going to actually be pretty dang good at programming too. That's 30daycodechallenge.com. That ends today. 30daycodechallenge.com. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up here today. We've gone over a lot of things. We specifically talked about like how to make $10,000 projects with freelancing, how you could do that with JavaScript and React and Next. Talked about a few different things in that regard. Of course, we have got the 4th of July DevSlopes Academy promotion going on. You can get a great discount on it. We only do 2 promotions per year. That's devslopes.com/apply. We'll coach you. And then the 30-day coding challenge is our 30 days of missions for Swift or JavaScript. That ends today. So if you want to get on that, it's 30daycodechallenge.com, everybody. So thanks everyone for tuning in today, and I'll see you all here tomorrow.